Hello everybody and welcome to Resident Evil 0 HD Remastered, which I haven't played this one in quite a long time, but it was one of the best Resident Evils that was ever made for the series. As you guys probably know, it's about a story of Rebecca Chambers, who was probably one of the rookies of the STARS Resident Evil Police Department. I forget what it's called, Raccoon City Police Department. But yeah, she was the rookie, and this is a story about Rebecca Chambers on her first mission, I believe, where she tries to transport a criminal named Billy. I just don't remember exactly what his last name is, but yeah, this is a very special type of Resident Evil. I like it almost as much as Resident Evil Code Veronica. And for those of you who haven't seen this game, well, I figure you may actually enjoy it as much as Code Veronica. Don't worry, for those of you who missed out on Code Veronica in good quality, I will be doing a remake on Code Veronica in the future. However, for right now, we're just going to do something before I go to bed, which is just to play some Resident Evil 0. I will finish this game all the way through, just like I will go through all of the Resident Evils by the time that the new one hopefully releases, and then I'll just finish off the rest of them later. But those of you who are here, I'd like to thank you ahead of time for watching my videos and following my Twitch channel and subscribing to my YouTube channel, as well as subscribing to my Twitch channel or otherwise donating to my Ko-Fi, which is linked in the description, otherwise at the top of my Twitch page for a tab bar, because it helps to financially support the future improvements that I do to my streams. Now that we're done with the intro, let's get started. I am already done with 1440p being in its best condition. As you guys know, I've been doing it since the Ghost of Yotai Part 7, which is shortly after Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 and Devil May Cry 1 for the full gameplay. Those were the 3 official videos that I was testing the 1440p and had to make some serious edits to those videos, but now we're in good condition, so let's move on. Hope you guys enjoy.
Resident Evil 0.
Alright, well this is the official PS4 game, okay? So this is not on the GameCube or any other console. This is actually on the PS4. It's called the Resident Evil Origins Collection. I don't know how much it's worth, but it's probably about $10, maybe less. So if you guys want to get the collection, I would definitely recommend it because it is HD remastered for both 0 and number 1, which are 2 of some of the best Resident Evils ever made besides number 2. And I would probably say number 4. And about after that, maybe 7. Alright, well let's play. Oh, can't forget Code Veronica. Yeah.
A Midwestern town in America, Raccoon City. A solitary island far off in the sea, Rockfort Island.
Since we don't know too much about the lore, why don't we just remind ourselves what's going on?
There are still many unanswered questions about these seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events.
Don't you miss games when they used to be like this?
Believed that the international enterprise Umbrella was somehow involved. Little is known as to the origin of this faceless corporation. When was it established? By whom?
Well, we know Albert Wesker is one of the head leaders of Umbrella Corporation, besides William Burkheim, who used to be like the lead scientist alongside his wife.
Which transpired in the beginning, before the
But that's a good question. Who really owns Umbrella Corporation? Even for someone like me who has been a very big fan about Resident Evil, I don't even know who the hell leads the Umbrella Corporation.
Do you think so too?
I do know that I made the 18 acronyms to, or was it 19 acronyms to Umbrella Corporation? I made it up when I was a kid. Look at this man in a dress, standing on top of the cliff. He is going to sing to the gods. Oh, that's nasty. There's leeches everywhere. See, this is a whole different kind of Resident Evil on its own. We don't have zombies this time, we have leeches. We have a singing man at the top of the cliff. Almost as gay as, what was his name? Alfred Ashford? From Resident Evil Code Veronica, for those of you who haven't seen me play it yet. Don't worry, like I said, I'll remake it in the future. I think this predated...
Investigation of some bizarre murders in the suburbs of Raccoon City.
I may be wrong, but it might have predated the events of Resident Evil 2? But after the events of Resident Evil 1. I'm not really sure. I think 1 came after 2, or otherwise 2 came as like the very first one. I don't actually know the official timeline of Resident Evil. Because 2, there was a massive outbreak, right? All over the Raccoon City. And then number 1, they went to kind of like a mansion. And they had like Jill Valentine, Albert Wesker, Barry Burton. And then this, I think they all kind of take place at the same time. That's what I'm gonna think. I think they all take place at the same time, but just in separate locations for Resident Evil 1, 2, and 0.
Captain!
What happened?
Ooh, very nasty goop.
Court order for
Billy Cohen, that's his name.
Prisoner Billy Cohen, ex-lieutenant, 26 years old. Court-martialed and sentenced to death July 22nd. Prisoners to be transferred to the Regathon base for execution.
Hey, he's my height, 5'6".
Poor soldiers. They were good men just doing
It means he's a kind of a short guy.
Murdered them and escaped.
All right, everyone, let's separate and survey the area. Our friend is brutal and ruthless. Keep your guard up.
You know, the funny thing is I used to remember all of the names of every single STARS member, including even the lower end ones that like nobody knew as a main character. Like there was Forrest Speyer, and there was like Spencer something. Like I used to know all their names. Now I can't even remember more than like probably a few dozen of them. I always thought this was the most interesting besides Code Veronica because, I don't know, it just had like a completely different feel to the game. I really loved the controls. Like I thought the controls were absolutely wonderful. It doesn't have the tanky controls. And it was made for like the GameCube. So you can move around just like this. I mean, this predated even Resident Evil 1 Remastered, where you could move exactly like this, but before you would have to move exactly like this. In all the Resident Evils is this tanky kind of control. Okay, so it looks like square brings up the menu. I'm gonna assume that triangle is the map. Nope. Okay, so this one, and then we got... Oh, so L2 is the map. Dining car can't get in. We are playing this on normal difficulty. I don't really do challenges anymore for Resident Evils unless I've already beaten them the original time, and then I'll go after challenges. You know, like a knife run, or even no heals, or maybe no storage unit. I have done them all before.
Please identify yourself.
I used to even speedrun these games.
Someone there.
I wasn't really like that good at speedrunning because I was limited to console at the time. I mean, just like I am now. So in a sense, all those people that were doing it by PC with a really strong PC, they had the advantage of like 60 FPS or 120 FPS where the knife was just so much faster, you know? In this one, we have to kind of like deal with the 30 FPS. Oh crap. Get off of me. It's just bad camera angle, like you see that? You can't really see. he's still up. I like the HD remastered. You can tell it's HD remastered because they have a very clear expression on their face. Like if you look at them, they look very like smooth, you know, very clear in the facial expression. She kind of almost looks like a young Japanese girl. But this is definitely the HD remastered because the original was not this crystal clear. You will see some fuzziness, like if you notice it on the side of the door, but that's just because that's how the game initially was when they're in the old ones. They all had that exact, like, you know, kind of fuzz. Nothing you can do about it. You don't really notice it unless you're going through doors. Okay, so one of these is this save room. And the nice thing I liked about Resident Evil 0 is that you can actually drop items on the ground and it will stay there on the ground. Orders came from the boss today. Looks like we're in charge of investigating the remains of the Arklay Mountain Laboratory. Hey Henning, how are you? I'm glad that you are hoping to see Resident Evil 0 because I wanted to do a stream today. However, my schedule changed a bit, so I will be off on... Actually, let's take a look right now. Let's actually take 30, like not even 15 seconds. So I actually work from Tuesday to Thursday. So that's today, tomorrow, and Thursday. I'll be off on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I return on Monday, and I'm off the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th. So the day before Christmas, Christmas Day, and the 23rd I'll be off. And I'll be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week. So, you know, some schedule changed a little bit. So that's the reason why I'm kind of like having to change up my stream. But tonight I just felt like playing something before bed. So that's a little update for you guys. All right. So we're moving in two groups. The initial group is assigned to start checking what's left of the abandoned experiment. Unfortunately, the test production of biological organism weapons, I think it's like biological something weapons. I forget what the hell the O stands for. But the type Y-139 had to be suspended because of this investigation. It's the same type of Y-139. There's still so much we don't know about responses to the crustaceans T-virus. There's a lot of interesting research left. Depending on the species and nurturing conditions, only 1-minute doses of T bring in remarkable changes in solidity, size, multiplication of internal toxins, and brain development. If these effects can be controlled, a powerful weapon could be produced, but the sudden development of the shells result in corresponding fragility. Certain areas may become exceedingly weak. Problematically, one of these areas is the head carapace. Okay. Well, this is one hell of a long-ass journal, but we got a little bit of lore. So there's a creature called the Y-139, and apparently they have a weak spot on the head. Alright, let's check this one. I think this is the save room, if I remember. Yep, this is the save room. I actually use this room quite a bit, including the main hall that's right outside of this area, and it is one of my favorite spots to kind of like keep items organized, and that's about it. Stained with blood, 8 miles north of Raccoon City Arklay Mountains lies the company management training facility, alright? And it doesn't look like this part has anything else. Let's get on out of here. It's gonna get some used to getting... It's gonna take some time for me to get used to not pushing the square button. Square button is usually the running button in most Resident Evil games, but it opens up the inventory in our case. This is locked. This is actually right here one of the kind of like later parts of the train. This is like kind of almost near the end of the train part of the game. This train employee's corpse has been brutally torn apart. He's holding something. We got the train key. And look who it is. It's Billy Cohen himself. Sounds like a boxer name. Billy Cohen.
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
So, you seem to know me.
He's actually my favorite character.
Me, have you?
You're the prisoner that was being transferred for execution. You were with those soldiers outside.
Oh, I see. You're with stars. Well, no offense, honey, but your kind doesn't seem to want me around, so I'm afraid our little chat time is over.
You know, you're a police officer.
you're
You
under
should just, like, arrest his ass.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know.
She's like, I could shoot you, but you're kind of cute. It's my first day on the job. I don't get paid enough for this. I'm just a medic.
Edward! Are you alright? What happened?
Damn, he got torn up.
Worse than... We can't. You must be careful, Rebecca.
Oh yeah, he got torn up by those dogs, probably.
The forest is full of zombies and...
Well, he's about to turn into a zombie himself.
Zombies and monsters.
Oh wow. The dogs are really, really annoying in this one. We're gonna hurry up and wait for it. 4 shots. 5 shots. Wow. Yeah, the dogs are kind of annoying in this one. It's tough to... I think I got him. Yeah, I got him. But yeah, the dogs are kind of annoying. Unless you have a shotgun, they're not really susceptible to staggering, which is actually kind of annoying. Yeah, the monsters in Resident Evil 0 can be quite tanky, so... I have actually played every single one of them, actually. And I am a very, very, very big fan of Resident Evil games, as you guys know. Okay, we're gonna definitely need to move back. Yeah, I am a very big fan of Resident Evil games. If you ever hear them breathe that way, where they exhale, that means that they're dead. Because sometimes people look for the blood. You know, in this case, you don't need to. You can just listen to their breath. We need a hook shot for that area, and if you're wondering what's up here, it's really just an herb, if I'm not mistaken. Unless they changed the HD remastered a little bit. Yeah, it should be an herb. I'm gonna have to make use of these things. We will not be able to go through this area for quite some time. Most of these areas in Resident Evil 0 don't really need to be explored, but since we're only going to play this once, we may as well explore most of it, or all of it. It depends. I'm not going to run away halfway across the frickin' train for one item, though. Just to check an empty room.
Enrico! Hello? Can you read me? Please respond.
Rebecca, I can hear you. Now listen up. We've obtained detailed information on the future.
She has very
document found
blue eyes.
Billy Cohen killed as many as 23 people. Over.
23 people.
She looks like somebody that's supposed to be working as like a bartender or cocktail waitress. She don't look like a police officer.
You wouldn't think twice before killing you.
She looks like she works at a place called Little Darlings.
Hello?
Alright, let's see what we got here. All of these areas are... Okay, he's up. Wait for him. He's not dead. Now he's dead. I really... You know, a lot of people really hate Resident Evil 5. I think that, like... I'm not gonna lie, the first time we saw the trailer for it, when it first released, was one of the most amazing trailers to see. I mean, looking at like what looked like hundreds of zombies chasing after you in an alleyway, and just like, you know, punching people in the face and kicking them in the face.
Why don't we cooperate?
It was cool.
Cooperate with you?
Listen, little girl, if you haven't noticed, there's some pretty freaked out things on this train.
But the
And
more
I,
we
for one,
played
wanna
it,
get out of here. I don't think we stand a chance doing it alone.
the more silly Resident Evil 5 looked
a
like.
wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't
course you
call me
can.
little girl.
Yeah, you look like you work at Little
Alright,
Darlings.
Do it yourself. What should I call you?
The name is Rebecca Chambers, but that's Officer Chambers to
We
you.
should just call her Rebby. Rebby Chamber.
Rebecca, why don't you go and try while I wait here?
She's like, I could arrest you, you know, but you're too cute. You're too muscular. I'm a medic. I'm not supposed to arrest people. I'm supposed to help people. When closing the dining car, supervisors are asked to switch off the automatic doors after ensuring all staff have vacated the car. The main automatic door power switch is located on the roof of the 5th car. Okay, well, we'll just definitely have to go check the 5th car. So this is locked right now. This is probably the door that they're talking about. Certainly do hope that they remake a Zero and a Code Veronica in high quality, like in modern graphics and everything, because that would be a really nice thing. But with the way that they've been doing these remakes on these, or yeah, remasters or remakes on these games, they've been cutting a lot of the material out of the games, like Resident Evil 3 remake. They've been cutting like everything out of these games, you know? It's kind of annoying.
Excuse me, sir. Sir.
It's like, I'm going to look at you and then I'm going to die. Ew. Oh, this is one of those very tough monsters. Yeah, this one here particularly is a very tough monster to deal with. We're gonna definitely want to move back a bit. Yeah, he really does take quite a few shots, doesn't he? We're actually going to run back a little bit. You know, I get it that the... right, go Billy. Is that I kind of get it that he shoots at the leeches, but given that they're kind of like gelatin, like you see how the bullet just goes completely past him, I'm surprised that the bullet did not like go past Rebecca Chambers. But of course it is a Resident Evil game, so nothing's realistic about it. Oh great, here comes the flamboyant man. He's like, I am Phantom of the Opera. I sing in grace to Thor, Odin, and Zeus. My name is Miss
that guy?
Lechonia. Miss Lechonia.
Who's controlling the train?
Go and check out the first engine car. Listen, we gotta cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
She's like, I'll do anything you say.
Clue in, girl. Or maybe you like being worm bait.
All right, but you just remember I will shoot you if you try anything funny.
Whatever you say.
Now take these with you.
Wake me up in February. Oh, for the new Resident Evil. I can't wait till the newest Resident Evil comes out either, because I am so dying to play it. He's like, I'll do anything you say. You are such a fine man. Character switching. How about we don't? I don't want to age any faster. Or maybe actually, you know what, just this once, I wouldn't mind the time flying by a little quicker, because I actually am hoping to make some good profit off of the project behind the scenes. And it would be really nice to be able to get that out of the way so I can go full-time streaming and not have to worry about a sporadic schedule. I mean, that would be a really, really cool thing. I would definitely die to play a Resident Evil 0 co-op. It would definitely be fun to me. Okay, so as you guys know, we have 2 different inventories for 2 different characters. I like to keep the knife on Rebecca because I do play Rebecca the most. And if you need a character switch, I think it's triangle. Yeah, I can now play as him, so I can make him kind of turn around if I want to. I think. It's kind of slow. Well, he's slow because we're on top of a train going at probably like well over 200 miles per hour. We are not going to go to that electricity over there. I keep on forgetting it is not the square button, it is the X button. Yeah, this realistically, you could not get close to that electricity in the rain. It is a very, very bad idea. And what are you going to do this with? Your bare hands? She did it with her bare hands. She's got a superpower, people. She can hold on to electric cables and not get shocked by it somehow. Even when there's literally water and moisture in the air that could literally electrocute her and turn her into a Chucky doll. The service lift is stopped at the first floor. Call the lift. Yes, we should. Alright, well, we are not going to place anything in there right now because we don't have the proper item. We're going to get this key. There's something stuck in the keyhole. It's preventing the doorknob from turning. You could probably get it out if you had something sharp. Or what you could do is literally just take a lighter and melt some plastic and push it into the keyhole when it's kind of melting and let it dry. And there's a possibility it will stick to the broken key and you can pull it out. That is just another something for you to learn for today's everyday life. Life skills, should I say. Alright, let's put an item in there. And let's put this in there. I like how they only allow us to put one item, but you can literally fit more than one item in there. But, you know, where's the realism in this game, of course? And there's never any realism. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Billy Cohen is taking his sweet-ass time. You know, it'd be funny because, like, he's supposed to be moving fast when you're going the opposite direction, since technically the force of the wind should be pushing you a little bit faster, but no, he likes to take his sweet time. Yes. Alright, so we are now as Billy Cohen. Thank God that that monster is not here. That lychee monster. I usually like to go up against it with shotgun or flame weapons. Okay, so if you open up this, there's going to be a zombie that bursts out and tries to scare the shit out of you. I personally try to keep it closed because I don't think, if I remember, that there's anything important inside of it, but just for the sake and purposes of a jump scare, why not? Let's do it. Oh, I guess it happens later. We need a crowbar to access this panel. We do not have a crowbar right now. This is one of the messiest kitchens I have ever seen. I am very, very disappointed in these people. How the hell do you keep your train up and going when it's... so I think it's that room that's all the way at the end. So how do I zoom in? I don't want to pick the wrong button. How do you zoom in? I don't know how to zoom in. They never explain these things to you. I guess we can't zoom in on them. Okay, there we go, see? And I think it's this room right here. So that's the one we gotta go to. So let's head all the way down. And we gotta go grab an ice pick or something like that. There's gonna probably be a couple monsters on the way. Don't worry, big boy here. We're gonna call him Billy Bob. See his manly gun? It sounds like a 45 ACP. When you shoot it, it's got a very manly sound to that gun, unlike the today's world, where everything sounds sissy. Like Rebecca Chambers' weapon. Sounds very sissy. He is not dead. I don't know about that. I didn't hear him breathe. He doesn't sound like he's dead. We'll find out when we come back to this area. I'm pretty sure he's not dead. Alrighty, so somewhere right here. Oh, I hear a monster. I do, I hear one. You hear him? Might be that passenger from earlier. Watch. Oh, he's still... Okay, so he's not up yet. It was just the wind. Making noise. Tricking my mind. Hey, we got some herbs. Well, before we grab anything, let's grab this map. And then we also have to turn on this button right here. Just ironically, conveniently, a ladder. We'll grab these herbs. Don't worry if your inventory gets full. I told you you can drop your items on the ground. They will remain there, so that's the nice thing about this game. We'll grab this thing. Actually, you know what? Don't think we're gonna need it right now. Because we don't have the 2 rings that are necessary for it, so we'll leave it alone. However, we want to make sure that it's marked on the map. Yeah, it looks as though there is an item that's marked in yellow, so that's good. Helps me to memorize that there is something important there. We will combine this. Oh, Billy doesn't know anything about herbology. God damn it. He doesn't know anything about mixology. He's not an alchemist, people. Ooh, that sounds like a very scary monster. That don't sound good. No, it does not. Alrighty, so we're gonna grab this ice pick because that is what we're going to need. There is going to be hopefully no monsters. We'll check this room, see what's in here. Hey, look, we got some pistol ammo. Know that there's a first aid item, but I'm not gonna take it with me. We also have this ink ribbon that I'm also gonna leave in here because I just don't have enough room for it, unfortunate to say. This will be a very nice area for me to drop this shit right on the ground. And we're gonna grab 2 items. One, we're gonna grab this, okay? And the other we're gonna grab is this shotgun. And also, at the same time, I'm going to definitely... Well, you know what? I'm gonna take my chances to say that 2 shotgun shells is more than enough. I'll try to use the rest with my pistol. Hope that's enough. I usually like to take the shotgun shells with me, but kind of right now, I can't really sacrifice anything besides maybe the first aid kit. That's something I don't really want to sacrifice, is the first aid spray. Yeah, it's gonna be happening right now. Oh shit. Look at the size of that goddamn... What is it? It's a scorpion. Holy crap. That is one big scorpion. Ha ha ha. You saw how, like, as soon as, like, I literally was about to get hit, I decided to go into the door? That's a little cheap tactic. Because their HP doesn't technically reset. Ooh. Yeah, you're learning today, aren't you? How to play these games right. Let's grab the shotgun. Very nice. Wait for it. He should be dead soon. Not just yet, but he should be dead soon. We'll switch weapons. Yeah, because these zombies, if I remember, they don't reset HP. See how much freaking times I have to shoot this thing? Now you see why it's so important for me to do this? Because we would definitely be getting hit as the average Joe who's playing this. Nice. I think I got him. Oh shit. Nice. Nice. Very nice hit. I think I might be almost getting him. See that? Look how much damage he takes. He takes a lot. Why they gave us a shotgun. Oh crap. Yeah, that's why they gave us a shotgun, is because of how much damage it takes to kill it. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't die by the time I get done pistoling all of my bullets away. Oh, yikes. Damn. I think I got him. I think I got him. Dead? It is dead. Oh shit. I'm gonna recharge my controller. Damn, that took a lot of bullets. Now you see why the hell I had to use that tactic, because I mean, that is quite a handful of rounds that I had to use. Okay, now we have the crowbar. Oh, we don't have enough inventory space. Well, let's drop the shotgun. And let's take the little crowbar. I know you guys are like, why would you drop the shotgun? Because it's 2 inventory space and has no bullets, that's why. And we still have to give the pick over to Rebecca Chambers. I guess I don't really need the first aid kit or first aid spray, So I really don't need to carry it with me. I don't know if that zombie's gonna get off the ground anytime soon, but I hope not. We just gotta go rescue Missy, what are we gonna call her? Little darling. Yeah, we gotta go rescue the little darling. Tries to be such a tough lady. She's like, I could arrest you, you know. Sure you can. Of course you could. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It kind of looks a little bit like those Hawaiian people. The Hawaiian people have tattoos like that. Kind of interesting. Alrighty, so we are going to give Miss Rebecca Chambers her little ice pick. Yes, push the button. What, I just put it in there for no reason? You think I'm not gonna send it up there for any other reason than that? Look at you cooks back here. You can't even keep your own kitchen clean. The hell's wrong with them? Yes, give me my ice pick. You know what's the funny thing? I bet you anything if she really took the time to look around, she could probably have found something pokey to literally just push out the key. But no, she wanted to wait on Mr. Billy Cohen to help her because it is the man of her life. One she will marry. Let me see. She's like, oh, my white knight in shining armor. Please save your princess. When she could have just, you know, busted the window or shot the window. It's not like she needed the window. He's about to grab me. Come with me, Billy, if you want to live. How do I like call for you to come over here? How do I like... Oh yeah, that's right, you can move both of them at once, like kind of like this with two different joysticks, like right side is him, left side is me. Can you imagine playing two different characters? Like, you'd have to be one smartass to be able to do that. So how do I like call him to come to me? How do I make you...
Okay.
Ah, R2. Okay, so it's R2. Alright, so let me see. We need to go into that lower level, but I'm also kind of wanting that shotgun. How much inventory space do we have to work with? Well, not very much. But we'll get him to come over here and open this thing. Yeah, nice strong man. Alrighty. Go in here, see where it takes us. Oh shit. Mr. Billy Cohen, I kinda need your help right now. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so one of the rings is right here. If you remember that this is supposed to go to that briefcase that I left behind on purpose. There is no key on the wall. We have some shotgun, some other stuff. And this room right here opens up okay. Very nice. And we'll check over here, see what's out here. I'm pretty sure that this is like the late game or late train part of the area. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, hook shot. No, this is definitely something we need for later. But the problem is I think we need a key card for this, and that is over here. But I don't know the code for that, so we'll have to go find it. We also need the magnetic card anyway, so even if I did know the code, it's not possible for me to open it right now anyway. Alrighty, so we can take the shotgun shells with us. And we're gonna give it to Mr. Billy Cohen, so let's open up our inventory and let's hand it over to him. We'll exchange all 7. And you know what, I'm going to just carry the knife with me temporarily. We don't need anything else, so we can get the hell out of here. Ooh. I told you about that jump scare, didn't I say so? So the empty bottle and the alcohol or the gasoline will allow me to make some Molotov cocktails, which are very, very useful against the leech monster. But we are not going to fight the leech monster just yet. And at the same time, we are missing a couple items. Okay, so item list. We have the shotgun up there. There's nothing up here. And we also have a couple of items here, but we don't have the second ring. I'm looking for the second ring, which goes to the briefcase. Well, Cohen, how about you don't stand there and just, like, take it like a man? I like how he doesn't even freaking help me. I like how he just stands there and does nothing. He's not even helping me. Like, he just stands there. He's like, oh, there's a monster right there. Oh, I'm just gonna let Rebecca Chambers here arrest him. Yeah, not even a damn little bit of help. Alright, so we are still missing one of the locks. Guess we'll have to go back there and just kind of find it. It could be anywhere for all I frickin' know. I have no idea where it could be. But I know that the magnetic card is in there. How about you move away? How about you look the other way? Why are you looking that way? Go look the other way, dummy. I don't like that they have, like, the auto-aim. Because the auto-aim doesn't allow you to change targets. It just kind of picks whoever randomly. And it's kind of like, really? I need you to look the other way, or the monster is, like, right behind me. But no, everything's gotta be difficult. I feel like a monster is about to get up here. Yep. He's not up yet. He's going to get up eventually. But not just yet. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Did I leave anything important? We have the briefcase. The problem is, still missing one of the rings. Don't know where the ring could be. Note from the conductor. The keycard for the driver's compartment is in my bag, as always, but I need the other guy's key too to open the damn thing. But it looks like I've lost it somewhere. If it was a normal key, someone would have been, be sure to turn it in. But this key is different. I'll look for it too, but if you happen to find it, please hand it in. Oh yeah, you know, that's very helpful. Very helpful for our situation. We don't even know where it is. But we have one. Let's check the closet one more time. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Making sure that we have actually searched thoroughly. see, Mr. Cohen needs to get his shotgun. Now, he's not going to have a whole lot of inventory space, but it is going to help a lot for him to have that. Hopefully he doesn't use it though, because I really don't want him using it. I like to usually give... I'll just hold on to him for now, kind of as my backup. We have to go find probably a room that I've never seen. It's gotta be like some kind of something around here. Let's check inside here. See what I left behind. Probably some shotgun shells. Alright, so we got some shotgun shells. We'll take Mr. Cohen. Now, because we have Rebecca with us, I'm also going to take this thing with us. Because Rebecca Chambers is with us, we should, ideally, mix these herbs ahead of time. But we don't need them, we just need them to be mixed. Because she can only do it herself, and if I don't have the right character at the right time, and let's say I need like a desperate heal, yeah, it's gonna kind of backfire on us. We'll take the, let's see, what else can we take out of here? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Let's take this herb with us. We are never returning to this room ever again. So we may as well try to make sure that we don't need to leave behind anything. Okay, so let's check the map. We are all clear for this area. It looks as though that there's a room on the upper floor that we might be able to access. And I recognize where that location is. We'll go check it. Maybe, who knows, maybe the leeches have disappeared or something. Gives us an opportunity to pass by the save spot. Because that is something that we haven't done is saved. There's a gaping hole. I like how she says a gaping hole. Why don't you just say a giant hole? Why do you have to say gaping? Because Resident Evil is sexualized, that's why. Everybody's gotta say such a sexualized term in these games. Gotta please the fans out there, aren't you guys? You fan base people. That's why they do tentacle things to Jill Valentine in Resident Evil 3 Remake. Alright, so let's go into the save room. Let's save real quick, because it has been since almost 53 minutes and I have not saved a single time. Yes. See how many... I have no data. Means I've never touched this version of the game. I've had it for many years and I've never even so much as put it in my console up until today. Ain't that surprising? Let's leave this out. And let's give Mr. Cohen a couple rounds. Because I'm not going to need that many. Let's also have Mr. Cohen do that. And that's pretty much it. Let's get on out of here. Now I think that, if I'm not mistaken, one of the leech areas should be cleared up. I might be wrong, I might be right, but we're gonna go find out anyway. Because I do think that I've searched every room, and I have a funny feeling like it's upstairs. Should be ideally right about here. Find out if I'm right. looks like some kind of egg. Can't... Okay, so we cannot bypass them. So it means that whatever we're looking for is not in this location. It is further east in the train. So probably somewhere here. We do have the briefcase with us, so all I have to do is find this magnetic thingy. Or this little ring thingy. Could be any one of these people. I think it might be actually in the furthest back room. I mean, it would make sense. Why wouldn't it be on the opposite side of the train, right? Should be. You might be right. Let's go see. So this is the other side where that one thing takes us. I don't see anything shining. I only see some gasoline. And we see some healing item. But we don't have any ring. Maybe it's outside. We're gonna check outside. Do we have anything on the ground? Nothing. I'm surprised we haven't found it. I'm pretty sure I've checked every freaking room. Every single room I've come across. Hey, look. We have searched everything in this area. We have gone from here all the way to the end. And that area is locked by a magnetic strip, which we do not have access to. If we go to the second floor, I have already been to all of these rooms. And, you know what? There might be 2 staircases. We might be able to... Well, this one's blocked off by the leeches, I'm sure. I think this is the leech one. And as for the other side, yeah, that's the same leech hallway. So that's not working. But there is that 3rd floor. Damn. Where the hell is it? Might have to look it up. Suitcase key. Locations RE0. So, according to the guide, because I have searched every fucking room, the gold ring is found in the same room, right? I know that much. So, where the hell is the other one? The silver one, okay, so the silver one, in the last car where you get attacked by the dogs, the silver ring is in the dog cage. You are lying. You are lying. We checked the dog cage. I know I did. Look at this. Yeah, it's in the dog cage, right? It's right here. It's not here. This is not opening nothing. You are lying. It is not in the dog cage. It must be on the shelf. It has to be. It has to be on the shelf. Do I have it in my inventory? I do not have it in my inventory. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this. And we're gonna see if it's on the first aid kit. Maybe if I like take the first aid kit, maybe there's gonna be like another item. No. They are lying. It's not freaking here. Where the hell is the stupid ass thing? Am I glitched? Am I glitched? Okay, so it says it's the silver ring is on the one of the rooms on the second floor of the train. You have to use the hook shot from the window to the rear end. Once you're on top of the train, move down and forward and into the hole. Search around and you'll find the silver ring. don't think anybody knows. You know that? I don't think anybody actually knows. I think that the HD remastered must have changed something. Because I do recall somewhat where the silver ring was. And I think they were right that it used to be in the dog cage, but I think that was in the original game. And the HD remastered, you'll need a magnetic card. See? And we can't get access to the hook shot, right? So no point in doing. No comment. No comment at all. Okay, so we're gonna exchange these rounds over to Rebecca. And we are going to give the... we're gonna give the briefcase over to him. And we'll give the hook shot over to Rebecca, so we actually have to let go. Wow. I thought we don't get to use the hook shot until after the magnetic card. I was wrong. Okay, so I forget how you call him over. Yeah, I know how to use this thing.
Follow me.
Okay.
I must have not seen it because my big ass head, my little camera thing, was in the way. So don't blame me. Blame the game. Alright, let's go and do our hook shot thing. You guys are so lucky you guys get to watch the edit versions in the future. Every time stuff like that happens. Normally, Resident Evil games are pretty straightforward though. You usually don't have problems locating stuff, but you know, some games, they can be a little bit confusing sometimes. You have to specifically use Rebecca with the hook shot because she is lightweight, and Mr. Cohen is unfortunately heavy as shit. Yes, let's jump into the crack. Okay, so the jewelry box that's right there is what we need. We're going to leave the hook shot. And let's go grab the jewelry box. Now, if I... not mistaken, I think I left the goddamn thing with Cohen. Okay, we got the silver ring. That's good. Now we just gotta go and find Mr. Cohen one more time. Oh, they're hatching. Oh, yikes. The nasty monsters are hatching. We're gonna have leeches everywhere. Good thing they don't really do that much damage to us, though. You don't really have to bother too much with them, just shake them off. They're not gonna hurt you. They're too much sissy. So we want to go into downstairs. But we're gonna go this way. Yeah, just shake it off. Shake it off. Step on him. Give him a nice little spin. Oh, get off of me. Kohan should be right outside this room.
Come on!
Yeah.
He's like, yep. Yep. Not really. But I haven't played this game in so long. So in a sense, I kind of do remember most of it, but not always every little detail. Okay, so the security card, let's see. Okay, so we can open up electronic doors with it. So I think it's used for the one that's all the way at the very end, nearby where that dead body was. And I didn't see any bullets anywhere, so we're gonna want to go all the way to the west side. And hello to you as well. Welcome in, and I'm glad that you can join me for Resident Evil 0 for a little whiles. Because I know that this game is old, but you know, I find opportunities to play these old games during times when I feel like it's a nice time to relax and just, you know, then I play all the main games during normal hours, but I just wanted to play something tonight for before bed. I will be gone a good few days. Old is gold. I absolutely agree with that term, because a lot of modern games these days charge up the wall for the prices, and they usually tend to be half-assed made, which is very upsetting for the prices that we pay, you know? I'm gonna leave this bullet on the ground because it is just one bullet. So the one thing that makes me curious is, I wonder if... Oh, so it does count as an active weapon. You don't have to have the lighter. Yeah, because I work swing shift. So swing shift is kind of like 8 p.m. to 4 o'clock in the morning. So I unfortunately usually stay awake until like 7 in the morning. Usually about 7 in the morning, and then all other hours I'm asleep until about, you know, 3 p.m. That's when I wake up. And I get ready and I start streaming around like about sometimes 9 or 10 p.m. But tonight, you know, my schedule had changed, so I'll be back for plenty of days after 3 more days of work. Yeah, vampire hours, but it's only temporary until I get my project from behind the scenes replacing my job. So, you know, I've been working on this project for many, many months, and it'll provide soon. So it's not too much longer. Since we went through hell and back to go through all of that shit just to get that suitcase, let's try to actually save right now, because I don't want to have to go back all the way through all that crap for nothing, you know? Can you imagine if I died and then we have to go through this shit all over again? It should be here somewhere. That is not what I was looking for. I agree. I hope that it all goes well. Can't see where the... Yeah, it's not here. Where the hell is my, Oh, there it is. See? It barely flashes at the bottom of the screen. It's right below me. For some reason, it's not activating, though. I personally would say... Let me see. Let me think about that. I want to say it's like the 4th from the top. 4th from the top, because number 1, or when it comes to Resident Evil, would definitely have to be Code Veronica. I mean, Code Veronica was such a unique game. Like, that one truly, it really hit different compared to all the other Resident Evils. And then the 2nd from the top would definitely probably be something like... let me see. want to say Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2, definitely. And then after that would actually be Resident Evil, you know, probably like Resident Evil 1. Well, actually, you know what? I'm not really much of a big fan of number 1 anymore because I have played it way too much. I do like number 4, but I feel like I've overplayed number 4 a little bit too much, that it's kind of like killed my interest in the game, you know? I do like the remake version. It's definitely a really great game. I really loved what they did with Ashley Graham. I think Graham is a lot more likable. She has a very sweet personality and a very beautiful face and
How was
voice.
the T-virus leaked? And why did it contaminate both the lab and the mansion, as well as a train almost 3 miles away?
That's irrelevant.
He's like, I'm gonna cover the microphone while I talk some sense into you, Birkin.
Destroy the train. Completely.
I actually really disliked
How far away
Village.
are you from the
I
nearest
think
branch
Village
line?
had to be one of the worst in the series. Besides number 5 being one of the worst ones in the series as well. Yeah, Village disappointed me big time. I just didn't like the idea of werewolves. And I also really didn't like, I don't know, I just, it didn't feel very zombie, you know? Felt very like a indie horror game. That's the best way I could put it. It felt like an indie horror game. And it was just not fun to play. Yeah, the execution of the game was just really piss poor. I just didn't like it. You know, it was an interesting idea, you know, with like the whole sisters and the mom and stuff, but I just felt like it was just too sexualized. Just not horror
The
based.
train will either derail or crash.
Definitely the werewolves suck. Very tanky monsters. And at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it was such a failed comparison to Resident Evil 7. That's what I would say. Brake operation manual. So let me see. Okay, so we need to activate the brakes by first, rear deck of the 5th car, activate the system using the magnetic card, enter the rear deck code. Okay. And then, well, what the fuck is the code? Who will stay behind? We will say... We're gonna say, well, he has the shotgun. So I want to say that Billy's gonna be the one that goes, so we're gonna keep Rebecca behind.
I'll go over to the back deck and manipulate the control panel for the brake. Then you
Honestly,
fight from here.
I don't really mind
Alright.
either one.
Billy.
I just want it to be scary. You know, that's the whole purpose of Resident Evil, is for it to be scary. And I just feel like if they don't have the scare in it, it's just killing the game, you know? Okay, so we are going to examine this. Used to, okay. Well, we don't know what the code is, though. Well, I guess we'll have to find out. Actually, you know what? What's that, how do you zoom in? Compact room, 589-4859. 589-4859. Well, let's go find out. Yeah, I don't really mind if they're fast or slow, I just want them to be scary, not frustrating. I think we're about to end the train part of the game as soon as I get this whole brake system up and going. Yeah, definitely gonna get it. I am going to definitely do a full-on playthrough of it. And I really hope that it turns out really good. I don't know anything about what it's gonna be about or who's gonna be in it, but I'm going to hope that it's gonna be a good game. Oh, get off of me. Yes, full on stream it. I have a lot of games that I'm waiting on that are brand new to come out before I stream them. However, you know, you guys have to keep in mind I can't do everything because I'm not exactly like a big person that's getting, you know, all the support to be able to afford this shit. Sounds good to me. I'm glad either way. I hope you enjoy the playthroughs that I do, because it's definitely going to be very, very, very much of an experience. I'm very excited for this stuff. Very excited. Alright, so we're almost there. I think the freight car... Okay, so it is over there. Just want to make sure I'm going the correct direction. Would have sucked if I went a complete opposite direction. I don't know what the code for the brake system could be. If I fail, obviously it's going to make me restart the whole thing. Okay, so we're going to... right, I remember this. Well, okay, we'll try another one. So let's try 999 888 77 and 2. Oh, I should have just did 1-1. Shit. Didn't think about it. 999 888 7711. I don't know how I figured it out, but I figured it out.
Control device for the brake. Over.
Damn.
Roger, I'll put the brake on now.
Okay, well, we're going to figure out this brake manual right now, so let's see. We'll just do 9, 18, 20, 27, 36. Thank you, Will Knight, thank you. It's nice to see you again, and I'm glad that you're here. 999 888, so 918, 27 plus 24 is 51. 51, 58, 65, 99. Shoot. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7. Okay, so how many codes is it that I'm using? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's just pause it for a second because I need to actually figure out this code. So 81 divided by 10 digits is an 8.1. So that means I love this game too, I'm not gonna lie. 8 times 9 is 72 plus 9. So, okay, I just figured it out. So it's 888. So we're gonna do this. I had to literally do this like at the last minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with a 9. I don't know how the hell I figured it out, but I did 81 divided by 10, which gave me the average of 8.1, so that told me that the nearest number was going to be 8. So I did 8 times 9 to find out it was 72, and just add a 9 and makes 81. Don't ask me how the hell I figure this shit out. I never understand how I figure out math like so well. Oh my god. I'm really glad to see you again, Will Knight. I know it's been a long time since last Elden Ring videos. I hope you've actually seen the most recent 2 Elden Ring videos that I've done. I did an incredible job taking down Godfrey and the Draconic Tree Sentinel. I took down the Magma Worm, and I took down... Who the hell else did I take down? I took down somebody else that was also a big name.
I'm here.
And I'm still using the same starter gear since day 1.
Are you alright? Hey, you managed to stop the train.
it was a very enjoyable experience.
Managed.
We have to
Yeah,
find a way out.
they definitely put up a little bit of a fight. Definitely a little bit of a fight. I think you will definitely enjoy the most recent 2 Elden Ring videos that I did, and if you watch them on my YouTube, I've actually finally figured out how to do 1440p completely clear on all of my qualities. So, you know, that's a nice little experience for now all of you who are on YouTube. Because it'll help a lot with you guys watching on TVs and all that stuff, and any future videos, which means I don't have to record them anymore. I can just actually live them and they automatically look excellent. I've tested it many times and it took me 3 failed videos, unfortunately. I mean, I fixed them for the most part through the edited versions, but Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and Devil May Cry 1 were my 3 most difficult edited videos because of a lot of issues that occurred when I was still testing 1440p's audio. So as you guys know, I'm still editing those right now. Specifically the Devil May Cry 1. And I'm actually like 80% done with it, so it will be done, and then I promise I'll upload the rest of the edited versions of those videos later. So just keep that in mind. It will go like lightning. The only reason I've been slowing down is because I'm trying to find as many errors as possible that I had that were happening in Devil May Cry 1. It was quite a handful of those audio cutouts, so I've tried to find almost all of them and fix it, you know? So you just have to be patient with me a little bit longer. But I promise you all the other videos are way easier for me to edit, so much faster. Okay, let's take with us the... we'll take that and put that there. And we'll also take this right here with us. We're gonna leave the hook shot because we actually won't need that until like practically really late in the game, if I remember. It's like a very late game item. It's not something we need anytime soon. That's why it's still with us. We actually unfortunately lost a couple items. If you noticed, there were some handgun bullets that were at the front of the train when I was doing the codes. It did not take it with us. And the reason why is because unless you actually interact with every item that's on the train, like even if you don't pick it up and just simply examine it and leave it there so it could be marked on your map as an existing item, then it will carry over once the train busts and all the items will be just lurking around. But I did enjoy it. It was actually really good. You know, I know that a lot of people say that it's not as good as Ghost of Tsushima, but yeah, unfortunate to say, I should have interacted with the handgun bullets when I had the opportunity, but if you don't interact with items on the train or anything like that, they will not carry over. So just bear that in mind. The only things that will carry over is the ones that are mandatory for you to continue the game. And we're talking like the hook shot, the fire extinguisher, stuff like that, you know? But aside from that, pretty much anything else...
Umbrella Research Center?
Yeah, make sure to examine them. You don't have to pick them up or anything. Just make sure they show up on the map. I actually...
First General Manager, Dr. James Marcus.
James Marcus, huh? I don't actually know what his relation to Umbrella is.
What about the mail?
I'm unfamiliar with him.
Attention. This is Dr. Marcus.
I thought he's dead.
Please be silent as we reflect upon our company motto.
Oh, fuck your company.
Obedience breeds discipline. Discipline breeds unity. Unity breeds power.
This sounds like Scientology.
Who are you?
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion.
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion. You remember, what was that frickin', Was it Aqua Teen Hunger Force or was it South Park that did it? It was like, yes, you're talking to the technical support. You're talking to the technical support. How may I help you? Oh, I'm so sorry about your issues. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, shit, that shit used to make me fucking laugh. Oh my god.
Marcus? 10 years ago, Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella.
And now he is my hand puppet.
Didn't you?
Do you ever think about the fact that hand puppets, you're kind of accessing them and controlling them from the butt? Can you imagine if like he was like, this is my hand puppet, so in order to access the hand puppet, you have to hold your fist through the butthole and grab onto the spine and start making it do things, because that's literally what we do with sock puppets and everything. We enter through the butthole. Do you ever think about that? No, of course you don't, because I'm the only one who thinks about this kind of shit. Oh my god. And you know what's the funny thing? I come up with this shit off the top of my head. That's the most hilarious thing. Oh yeah, you never... yeah, of course you don't, because you don't have the deranged mind like I do. I have the deranged mind here. Everybody else has a normal brain, but me, I have to suffer with these kinds of thoughts. Can you imagine if, like, Naruto, for example, you know how, like, they have the intelligence department in Naruto, where they dig into your mind and kind of, like, find out all your memories? Can you imagine what kind of fucked up shit that they would definitely have in their mind after they've kind of examined my brain? They would be, like, on a big acid trip. A really, really bad acid trip. Okay, so this is the sewer area right here, is this little spot right here, so we never really have to ever return back to that until like we're returning to the area that's where the fire train is. In order to do that, you have to have the fire extinguisher. As the famous idea, the bathroom is always the one that's on the first floor to the left room, so this is going to be the bathroom, I assume. However, let's make sure that we don't need anything before we go in. Okay, so let's see what Mr. Cohen has. Cohen has my ink ribbons, and I'm also going to make sure he reloads his gun. We're gonna drop this one handgun bullet on the ground because I don't really want to waste an inventory space for that. I do too. This is a very, very nice room to be doing it. And did you ever finish that 100 leech challenge that was on this? Do you remember the 100 leech challenge? I tell you that shit, I only got up to like, I think the 99th. If I remember correctly, I reached exactly 100 leeches, but I always died by the time I got to the 100th leech and tried to run my way back. It was such a ridiculous challenge, but I did end up getting like all of the rewards up to like the last one, which I think the last one's like infinite ammo everything or something like that. But either way, I did manage to do all of it before. I don't know if I'm gonna do it again, but you know, you never know. Maybe one of these nights or something when I feel like playing Resident Evil 0 all over again or something. I'll do like the 100 leech challenge and we'll see if I can successfully do it. So here's the bathroom. You gotta be careful to never ever enter this room ever again. Do not ever come back into this room. I am telling you, it's a bad juju to do it. I think this is Resident Evil. Do you? I absolutely would not blame you because I'm telling you this game is really, really nice. I like Code Veronica a lot, and I really like this one. This one and Code Veronica are my favorites. Yeah, that's why I say you gotta be careful of this area. The Leech Man does come back here and he's... Get out of here. Shit. You know what's the sad thing? He actually shows up in this hallway later. And, yeah, he's a scary one. So let's go back out here and let's go drop these items. Because he actually does enter the hallway later. It's good to leave a Molotov cocktail out just in case that he does show up, because it's a nice little something to do to him. Yeah, that one scares me. Oh my god, I hate that guy. We'll leave this here. They do have some pretty good music though. Freaky music. I'll play for a little bit longer. I can't play for too long. As you guys know, I have to work tonight. But like I said, I'll be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll be off on the 23rd, 24th, and the 25th. So there's a lot of days that we're going to be having some gaming, and I promise I'll devote a lot of my days to gaming. It just got my schedule changed last minute, so unfortunate to say, that's kind of the reason why I kind of delayed today's stream. But you know, just you know, in due time, once I go full time, you're not gonna have to worry about me delaying much anymore. You know, it's what the whole project behind the scenes is about. Okay, let's... Don't waste the shotgun, fool. What are you doing? No, that's one special bullet. You're just wasting it away. It's... What do you mean you can't change weapons right now? Yeah, don't waste my freaking shotgun, fool. I was gonna say, my god. We'll leave the... I know that I'm not supposed to leave it here, but we'll leave it here anyway. Just keep it there for now. There used to be a knife. I think they have knives in this game. I can't remember if they do. Talking about the protective weapons. So we need a fire key for that one. I know he's going to get up later. You're actually supposed to set his ass on fire, if I remember. I think faucet's empty. Yeah, we're supposed to like set his ass on fire to make sure he's actually officially dead, but we don't want to waste a Molotov cocktail on him. I do know that we're supposed to go downstairs, but before I do, I want to check this room and make sure that there's not anything important in it. I really cannot wait for this brand new Resident Evil to come out. They really better not mess this one up, because Village was really disappointing. It would be nice to have a co-op in this one, wouldn't it? I hope that they remake this one. If they do end up remaking it, it would be a really nice idea for them to, you know, make it co-op. Pretty sure they will. I mean, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 0 would be a nice idea. Was there any other Resident Evils that ever had co-op? I don't remember if they did. Well, we can get a shotgun for her, but the problem is I don't really want to use it right now, so we'll just examine it. See? Like how we examine the items and they'll show up on the map. Oh, you want a fixed co-op camera. Oh, I like the over-the-shoulder though. It's one of my favorites. I always enjoyed it. I think it's like a... I don't know, it's just easier for me to aim, you know? Resident Evil 5. Oh, Resident Evil 5. I just wish that they didn't make it so corny. I don't know, when I go back to Resident Evil 5, it just feels so corny, you know? It doesn't feel as good. Like, it's like... Do you ever feel the way the combat is in it? It just feels so bad. Okay, we wouldn't even move. Yeah, Cohen, you're such a tough guy, aren't you? He's about to run out of bullets. I think he's out of bullets officially. So let's run him over here. Yeah, he is out of bullets. I don't think he's dead yet. Resident Evil Outbreak, I really did not enjoy that one. No, we're both out of bullets. Okay, you know what's a secret? I'm gonna show you a secret. let him be grabbed, right? There you go. Let him be the one that gets grabbed. Yeah, not me. Let him be the one. He's the tough guy. He's the tanky one. And for me, I'm just the one that's gonna be knifing everybody at this point. Because I'm out of bullets. It is actually a good idea to kind of heal him once in a while. He has been bitten many, many times since he's been on the train, and I've not healed this guy one single time. Yeah, he's kind of like the tank. Like, this guy can take some serious hits, so knifing with him is probably the best idea. I mean, knifing on him. And we'll just use Rebecca to do all that. Yeah, I don't want to waste our shotgun because the shotgun is too important. As you guys know, I used to do the tactic with the knife and pistol when I was in Code Veronica, but the pistol just, I mean, the knife in these games are just not as good. Although I did notice a couple of good slashes in this one, so who knows, maybe the knife is better in this one than the original. We'll see. Regulations for trainees. This training facility will raise a new generation of model employees to serve the future of Umbrella Corp. This sounds like bullshit. Applying the strictest and most rigorous training standards, this facility will, without regard for gender, race, or creed, produce only the best candidates to be the future global leaders of Umbrella Corporation. This sounds like complete hierarchy. And we look forward to the development of your leadership qualities. This sounds like bullshit. Of course, it would be James Marcus. I actually did catch a glimpse of his name in it. It would be James Marcus who came up with that bullshit idea. Okay, let's change over to Billy Cohen. Let's get him his shotgun shells. And then let's grab this right here. Okay, so we're going to want... I guess we could do a save. I'm gonna leave this here on the ground. We don't need it. I'm also going to leave right outside of this room because if I'm not mistaken, outside of this room, this is the... actually, no, it is not. So when you go up the stairs, right? On the second floor, if I'm not mistaken, the scale should be right outside. So let's actually go take a look real quick. Let's find out if the scale is right here. Because if it is, it means that I can just leave the statue right there. Yep, it is right here, so we're just going to drop the statue right here. And then we don't have any handgun ammo, unfortunate. But we will go check this one room over here, just to see what they are. This one is locked from the other side, and this one is locked by a clock. So it probably has to do with the scale. For here, we have no items. Okay, we have our ink ribbon over there, I think. And then this room right here has some pistol ammo, but you will deal with some airborne bats. I know, and they really should have implemented this idea a long time ago when they first started Resident Evil, but unfortunate to say, they did not. So if I'm not mistaken, as soon as I pick up that item, the bats are going to start attacking me, or the birds, whatever you want to call them, birds or bats. I'm pretty sure they're crows or something like that. Yeah, they're going to come bursting through this window. There should have been handgun bullets here. I remember that there was. Are you serious? You guys aren't going to give me any handgun bullets? That is such bullshit. Notice to all staff. This document is very old. Much of the writing is illegible. Regular meetings of the Vaccine Research and Infectious Agent teams will be held. Both meetings are security level 5 and will be held in the following locations of the first floor West Operations Control Room and the second floor Southeast Meeting Room. The entry code shall be 8 o'clock and 15 minutes in. Thank you. Alright, nice to know. Let's go grab the crank handle, and then we're gonna run like a bat out of hell out of this room. Okay, here we go. Let's go grab this. We're gonna run like a sissy outside of this room. Yep, we're running like a sissy. And we'll never ever have to come back into this room ever again. Thank God for that. I actually am not gonna lie. I'm almost kind of digging this background right now. I normally never do this, right? But it gives a nice little dark but bright, like you can see me really well and you can't see the background very well. It makes a nice little nighttime gloom for the horror games kind of feel, you know? And I kind of dig it, you know? It's not a bad idea for me to have to do this, and I don't have to put up the wall behind me all the time and stuff like that, you know? I might make it a regular thing for certain specific spooky games. Sound like a good idea? Because it sounds like a good idea to me. We have one freaking bullet. That's just fantastic. I'm glad that you agree, or at least think it's a good idea. Because I do. Okay, let's go grab the ink ribbon real quick. Yeah, was the one that I left on the ground right here. Let's grab that. So think of it like this. This is the best way that I would do a knife run in Resident Evil 0. Imagine if Rebecca Chambers is the only character that moves around, right? And let's say Billy Cohen, as an example, would also have a knife on him, right? So he would, using his AI, just randomly start moving around, and if you need to, you can kind of taunt the enemies using him like this, and I can move my character like this. See that? And I can just kind of taunt the enemies to come towards him, and when he starts getting caught, we can just kind of slash, and if we need to, we can access our inventory and exchange it over to him and cause him to use a healing item, which allows you to kind of use him as a tank. So think of it as like you're playing like a Final Fantasy online game or a World of Warcraft online game where the tank, you know, taunts all the enemies, and you have Rebecca Chambers as support that is going to be both the damager, like this, while all the zombies focus on him, and he takes all the damage, and you can use her as the healer by carrying all the healing items on her, and even accessible healing items on Billy Cohen, and just carry a knife on both characters. And that's probably the way I would do a knife run. It would just make the most sense for you to protect yourself that way. I don't know if anybody ever came up with that idea, but I did, you know. And aside from that, you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe someday in the future, when it's like years later, I'll do a knife run or something like that on all these Resident Evil games. Maybe you'll come up with, like, who knows, maybe your own ideas out of what I do, you know? I think it's a nice little idea. Okay, so what the hell is this? What do I do with this? What is this? Crank handle. I think this goes to a window at the top of the roof. Let's actually go check over here and make sure that there's no handgun bullets anywhere. I don't know if that there is, but you know, actually I never checked this computer, did I? Security system locked. Please insert the system disk. Okay, so we need a red key for one of the doors that was in the kitchen. And we need the security disk so far. Okay, and then that's probably going to open that door that's right there, this little blue one right here. And we'll have to wait on that one. Let's go into this room where we have not gone. Sounds like there's a zombie here, so we're just going to have Mr. Cohen go over there. We're just going to let him do his thing. Let him kind of be the one that gets attacked. Oh shit, that was my bad. This is not good. Well, it seems like it's working. I noticed that it actually does hit kind of a couple areas. No! Already? Oh shit, he actually... I'm surprised that it took so long. This is why I wish that the knife was like Code Veronica, because Code Veronica always had the best knife. I mean, it would hit like numerous spots, you know? And in this one, it's just not as good. It sucks having the knife. Like in all these, you know, other Resident Evils, they just don't really like do much damage. I know that you're supposed to taunt the enemy, like you're supposed to kind of walk up to them, make them grab, and they miss, and once they miss, then you want to use the knife, you know? I don't want to waste our shotgun on it, you know? It doesn't make any sense. We only have one freaking bullet, you know? The hell else am I gonna do with this thing? Maybe I should... Well, I want to save the Molotov cocktail. I don't want to waste our Molotovs. But those are 2 zombies, so, yeah. See what happens. Just kind of... You're supposed to kind of taunt them. So, like, you know, like, kind of get them to try to grab, and then you just walk by them. But, you know, he was in my way. Give him a good stab or 2. Like that. And then we'll just run past him. Come on. Yeah. So another nice little tactic. Let's see what happens when I walk outside this room. Let's see. Let's find out. Baiting attacks is okay, it's too much patience. That's what I'd say, it's too much patience. Okay, so like, you see this? See that? That's a bait right there. Damn it. Okay, I got one of them. Then we want to go into this room. So I like to go in and out of rooms whenever I do things because it resets their position. That's something that I usually use as my little tactic, is if I need to, I can always reset their positions. But, you know, just having no handgun bullets is very surprising to me. Like, you know, we are playing this on normal difficulty, and to not have any access to handgun bullets is kind of like, where the hell's all my fucking handgun bullets at, you know? So we need a lighter, but it's out of fuel apparently. What's this, what do you mean switch? What the hell is this? You can change your costume? You can change your costume. No. What? Mr. Cohen. What the? Does he get like an extra gun? No, he looks like a gangster. Mr. Gangster Cohen. Well, I don't really like it because it makes him look like Yakuza, and it doesn't make any sense to the story, but that's a cool little idea. I didn't know that they got extra costumes. Wonder if she has an extra... Oh, she does. Let's actually find out what hers looks like. Ah, she a cowgirl. Oh, shit. Oh, damn, and she's dressing very sexy. I told you she's like from Little Darlings. I might want to go with... You know what, let's just stick with the regular. I don't want to, like, spoil it. I know that we're, like, playing just a regular playthrough. Maybe next time I'll do, like a funky costume or something like that. Okay, so we got the map. That's nice. That's a nice little thing to know that we get a little costume for each of the characters. A very quiet-ass room. And this is like the silent of the silent, not even music or anything. Winch. Okay, so we have the crank handle right here. Let's put that in there. And let's, oh, we need Mr. Cohen. We need Beef Daddy to do this. Yeah, Beef Daddy's gotta be the one. Alright, Beef Daddy. No.
Over there.
Okay.
Yeah, you stay here, Beef Daddy. I need you to kind of like do this crank thing. Yeah, you put 2 hands on it, okay? Put 2 hands on it, you better rotate it. Rotate it nice and smooth, clockwise. That is one annoying ass elevator. What the f... What the... Mr. Cohen, I kinda need you to turn the crank. What do you mean it's broken? What the hell is this? Hold on 1 second, hold on. We need to get a Molotov cocktail right now. Okay, we're gonna throw this shit. Sayonara, baby. Ooh, goddamn bug. Okay, let's get our pistol out. Wait, I don't even have it equipped. Oh, fuck you. I am going to die. Oh my god, I can't believe it took 3 Molotovs to take their ass down. What the hell is that? That's insane. They're tanky as hell, even in the normal difficulty. I couldn't even imagine what it must be like on the hardest difficulty. That's crazy. These games, even though that they're like, you know, meant for tank controls, they're pretty tough. Oh yeah. They're pretty tough. Don't you even think about it, okay? You can leave me alone for a second. Just for a second, that's all I'm asking. Yeah, I'm about to probably die. I'm gonna make sure I don't get hit by... Oh, look. Right there. That's it. Yeah. What do you mean I'm full? God damn it. Open up my inventory. And put the ink ribbon down. Give me that red herb. And we're gonna mix this up. And then let's use that. Alright. And we're gonna grab that ink ribbon. Where the hell did the ink ribbon go? Ink ribbon disappeared. It's not like allowing me to pick it up. That's the only thing, is like this game, like it doesn't allow you to pick up items very easily. Not like the other games. Okay, so we're gonna go into this room over here, because I'm pretty sure that elevator is not working right now. This looks like a very, very concerningly dangerous room. How about we don't? I want to make sure that we're not going to initiate some crazy fight on accident. I don't want to have any unexpected crazy fight just all of a sudden occur. So this one looks like a very important item. I'm not really sure what it is. Can't really see what that is. What the hell is it? Looks like a... I don't know, like a key card? I want to say like it's like a key card or something. So it's probably for the computer. You know, that's going to allow me to access that computer that was in that one staff meeting room. And probably unlock that door that had the 2 swords. Yeah, this is where our boss is. And you know what's the sad part? I have no bullets. I have like 10 fucking rounds. And a freaking knife. That's just fantastic. I am going to die. Oh my god, I am going to die. Oh yeah. And this is right outside the staff meeting room, isn't it? Or maybe it's not, but it does have the... Oh, look. Wait a second, hold on. What's down here? Yeah, what's down here? What's this? Maybe I can get Mr. Cohen to come with us, because I don't want to die. So is there another room over there? It has 2 rooms. One actually goes out to the main hallway. Good thing I did not initiate the fight just now, because we would have died right here. Oh yeah. Okay, well, first off, let's get Mr. Cohen. We'll bring him back. Mr. Cohen's, Gonna be needed. He ain't got no bullets. Haha, stupid. Our life is so miserable. I'm bald. Do you ever notice that none of the zombies ever have hair? Why the hell is it like every zombie is bald? Where's all their hair? But Siri, dead things don't have hair. How the hell are they supposed to? When there's no protein. Protein! You guys remember that from, you gotta head to work? Well, do get some, you get some rest as well after you're done with work. And I appreciate you stopping in, and thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. But I will get some good rest here in a second. I'm actually probably going to have to do it like right now. Because unfortunately, it is almost 6:30 in the morning, and I know that it's almost a 2-hour video right now, so this might be a good stopping point for right now. So I hope that you guys have been enjoying these videos. I wish that I could do more or longer, but right now we do have to get to sleep. I'll watch some John Wolfe or something before I go to bed. At least we know that there is a boss fight coming up. I will save it for the next time. Okay, well. 2-hour video in, already at the mansion. Probably, I want to say I'm like maybe a third of the way done with the mansion. Or maybe even close to halfway done with the mansion. I mean, it looks pretty close to done. I want to say that maybe I'm about 40%, 45% done with the mansion. Wouldn't be that much longer, and then after that we would probably be heading downstairs into this room where the train station was. You remember the train? How do I... Yeah, the train that's right here, and we need a fire extinguisher to go back there. And we'll find out what happens later. I actually don't really remember exactly the order of what this game does, but we have a lot of objectives to do in the next video. And for right now, I'm probably going to leave the microfilm on the ground, which is going to be pointless move that I just did right there, because once I load the save, it'll start back from the typewriter, not from here. Either way, it was a nice little relaxing moment to play some Resident Evil 0. You know, it's a nice little throwback to some memories in a HD form, because this is the HD version of the game, so it feels really nice and smooth. And aside from that, I'm excited to play more of it, as well as the rest of the Resident Evils in the future. Little by little, I will go through each one, just like the Devil May Cry series, the Bayonetta series, the God of War series. There's so many games out there that I have to go through series after series, but I'll do them little by little. We do have to finish the Rat Infestation game and Elden Ring and Silent Hill 2 Remake. There's only going to be 2 more Silent Hill 2s left. I mean, Silent Hills left is Homecoming and Silent Hill 4 The Room. After that, that's pretty much it, besides Silent Hill F that I may finish in the future as the very final Silent Hill for a very long time. Because unless they make a brand new one, there's no reason for me to ever really return to the Silent Hill series after that. And either way, there's lots of games to be coming up in the future, as you guys know, such as Code Violet and Code Violet. What the fuck am I waiting on? Oh, let's find out. I know that I keep on forgetting the name of the game. I mean, I've forgotten it like 15 times since I've tried to mention it. Crimson Desert. Okay, this is a game I am waiting on. Is Crimson Desert. I don't know how it's going to be. We're going to give it a try, but definitely take a look out for that. I'm waiting on this indie horror game here, which I will play in a future, you know, just as a random game or something like that, because you guys know I do random indie horror games once in a while. I am waiting on Code Violet. I think this game looks really good. I don't know what it's about, but I hope it's actually really good. It looks like a better Dino Crisis kind of game. Okay, so I will play this one once it comes out. It is going to be released on the 10th of January, so we'll see what happens. And then we're waiting on Resident Evil Requiem, which is what, as Arturi was mentioning in the beginning of this video, was the 27th of February. Aside from that, there are many other games out there that I am waiting on, and I haven't even checked what's on Nintendo Switch, but we'll find out what those are as time goes on. Either way, I really appreciate you guys watching these videos, and I hope you will continue to enjoy them. I promise that when I return, we will finish more of these Elden Ring games and the Resident Evil series and the Rat Infestation Plague Tale Requiem sequel game. I will also see you as well, Henning, and I'll see you also as well for those of you who are on YouTube. It was lovely meeting you guys who are on YouTube, and I'm appreciative of your interactions and hope that you guys continue to enjoy these videos as they go on. But either way, I promise I will do the remaining edits for all the videos that I haven't done yet. Yeah, I know, but it's okay. I will be back, don't worry, and you always have many videos of my previous ones, including the edited versions, in case that you want to enjoy a little more of any of the other games that I've done dating all the way back to Alan Wake. I say anything that happened before Alan Wake is kind of like definitely needing some remakes, but anything that was Alan Wake and after is pretty good for the most part. So hope you enjoy them either way. When I'm not around, I will be back on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of December. I'll see you guys until then, alright? But it was nice meeting all of you. And thank you for viewing my videos, following my Twitch, subscribing to my YouTube, and subscribing to my Twitch channel. I really appreciate it. Everybody have a good night, and I will see you in the next video. See you until then.